going on, bosses? This is Nick. Stay tuned for my review of Nomad Capitalist by Andrew Henderson.
I just got that money swag.
What's going on, bosses? Today I'm going to review Nomad Capitalist by Andrew Henderson. This book is about offshore bank accounts, overseas investments, setting up overseas companies. Basically, what this book is a strategy guide. Don't think of it as a how-to guide. It's not going to tell you how to open a Panamanian SAS, but it is going to give you some thoughts on where to open a company and stuff like that. But it's not going to tell you specifically how to open up a bank account in Georgia. So this is something, if you're looking for some strategies, you're trying to figure out how to structure your thoughts about the process of becoming a global citizen, this is the book for you. If you're looking for something about, like a how-to guide to do a lot of this stuff, this isn't the book for you. But if you're looking for some strategies on becoming a global citizen, I'll give you some of the highlights that I really liked about the book. I don't want to give everything away. The main thing was some of the expat strategies on how to set up your lifestyle. For me, I don't want to be perpetually nomadic. So for me, one of the strategies he had was you pick a country, which for me would be like Colombia, and then you can have other cities and countries that you go to, like Panama City and Brazil, Cape Town, Chiang Mai, and I would stay in Colombia most of the time, and then move to those other cities, but move to them frequently enough that I get a feel for the city so I can learn more about how the business situations are in those cities, and I can make investments in those cities based off the knowledge that I've gained from staying there. This part of town is on the upswing. I could put a couple thousand in this part of town, or this business venture, or this piece of farmland. So I really like that, and that's appealing to me more so than being like a perpetual nomad and just going everywhere. I want to go a lot of places but have some strategy to it, have some business behind it. And then the next thing that I liked was he was talking about frontier markets, which is something, emerging market is a place like maybe like Mexico City, or maybe like Brazil, a place that's on the upswing. A place like Laos that's a little bit behind a country like Brazil, times wise, technology wise. It's like a frontier market. Frontier market has a lot more risk, usually a little bit more, I don't know how to say it, but like let's say you have less barriers to entry, less competition than you would have in an emerging market. So you can go to a place like Laos, potentially, and open up like a coffee shop or something, and have a lot less friction than you might have in a place like Medellin, which has a lot more of an expat community now. So you have more opportunities there. But to me, to go to a country like Laos or Vietnam doesn't really appeal to me to go there and start a coffee shop. But if there's somebody who want to go over there and start a coffee shop, the numbers make sense, I'd be willing to invest in there. So I could put that feather in my cap as another tool in my tool bag to make out well on certain deals. I don't always have to be the person driving the deal. I can just be a solid investor and make a nice return on my money by investing in a frontier market, but not necessarily going out there and getting my boots on the ground myself personally, as long as I do my due diligence. And then Nomad.com, that's his website. You can go on there, and I believe you fill out an application. If he feels like he can help you, he is going to, I believe, open up some of the places and people that he knows to you and give you some more information. I didn't fill it out. He said it takes about 20 minutes, and I believe it's for someone who has a higher net worth than what I have. So I don't think Mr. Henderson will probably even give me the time of day, so I'm not really going to waste my time doing that. And then what I do like about the book, it gave me something actionable to go out there and do. Baby step, I can go, next time I go to Colombia, I have my cedula, I can put a couple dollars in a Colombian bank account, and now I got an overseas account, and just, break the barrier a lot of times, and then I can keep pushing forward. And so it gave me something actionable I could do next time I go a place. So next time I go to Colombia, I'm going to open that bank account. It gives you a lot of strategies, and it goes like almost start to finish, had something in there about investing in gold and where you can put your gold and stuff like that. It has a lot of stuff, especially for people who are kind of in it already. This would be great for you if you want to be a digital nomad, but you kind of want to keep your net worth growing and not just do like a bare bones type thing. I think this is a strategy for you. This is a book you should read. I also think if you're a digital nomad right now and you're crushing it with the Amazon FBA and you're doing stuff like that, then you should read this book. I think it will help you, save you some money. If you're a U.S. citizen, just some of the strategies in here, just some of the thought processes in it. Like if you're living in California, why not move your company to Arizona? Especially like if you're not in like one of the hot cities like LA or something like that. Like if you're close to Arizona, why not move your business to Arizona? Drop your tax rate, drop everything so much lower when you're not benefiting from like the glitz and the glamour and like the appeal of like the major cities in California. Because I get living in LA, but like if you live close to the border in Arizona, why not cross that border and save that tax revenue? You know? So it's just strategies. It doesn't have to be for a digital nomad type person. These are strategies you can use in your own personal life. So for this book, I like it. It does what it says it's gonna do. It gets 4. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars out of 5. The only reason why I didn't give it 5, I would have liked to have like a concise list of countries that he thinks have potential and countries that he thinks don't have potential, and countries that he thinks are like past its prime more so. Like he touched on some of them, but I know it's probably a lot more. So if you just had like a list on the back of the end, like, hey, these are countries that are on the upswing, hey, these are some frontier countries. He did give a good amount of those, but like, hey, here are some emerging market countries and cities that you might want to look at. You know, here are a list of countries that have pretty good bank accounts as of right now. It'd have been nice to have that, even if it was just some downloadable content, because I know that stuff probably changes by the year. But even though it's just like you can go onto the website, you just type it in, get a list of places for purchasing the book. I think that would have been nice, but that's the only thing I think the book is missing. 4.5 stars out of 5 for me. This is Nick checking out. Hope you enjoyed the video and have a good evening, everybody.